Actually, listen, dial that number if you want to deal well with the topic of today, being Throwback Thursday, 071-560-0639, and tell us what are the most PDS reasons to why you actually broke up with someone, or that person actually said, you know what, nah, man, I can't deal this with you. You've got too many female friends, you've got too many male friends. This is over. So tell us what actually went down. Please and give them the actual segments to be covered on the Drive Show today.
All right. Before the normal segment thing, I'd like to hear from Nogutula Knox, or what is the pettiest reason?
Yeah, because she's the product one who actually came up with this, right?
Yeah,
she's the product of this. She's
I
the
don't know
result
what
of this.
Maybe we like a topic because it's about experience.
Experience, Yana. What's going on?
I really have to say this is one of the pettiest reason. There's this thing that you guys like to do. And we have, 3 gents in this room. You guys like to keep this pinky finger nail here, which is very disgusting. Why do you do that? And that's the main reason I had
crazy.
to.
Where I come from,
Leave that guy.
they used to actually say that those people who have that thing most likely to be smoking cocaine.
And weed.
Using it.
But the one that I had, Shem, he was not smoking anything. He just liked it. I was like, nah, it's gross. So if you're not gonna cut it, you might as well subtract me from the equation.
But when you do manicures, let's not do well.
Those are 2 different things.
Let's not go there.
Becky, like, come on.
Let's not go there. You do manicures, you have hair that is not yours, but that's
it's
okay.
not masculine for a man to have nails. I stand by that.
It's not masculine.
Exactly, it's not. It's giving feminine energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a different interest, man. I'm so sorry to to go against each and everyone's interest when it comes to relationships. But yeah, to the next segment. What do we have?
All right, to the next segment. For the first segment, we'll be doing small things. Now I'm running food fetish. Sorry, I can't.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
like,
crazy.
come on, none really bitching, and I'm taking the pictures, and your fingers are doing it through Bob. Baba, no.
But let me tell you something about relationships.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that we all have different types. You know?
Yeah,
We've got different types.
Yeah.
So once you say that I'm not gonna date a short guy, someone loves short guys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna date a yellow bone. Someone loves yellow bone. I'm not gonna date tall guys. Some people love those things. So some things that you don't love, some people will love, because we've got different interests. That's what makes us humans. So please tell us the other segments on the show.
All right, for the second segment, we'll be doing Today in the Music History.
Hey.
All right, whereby it's about 2014, 2021, 2012, 95, 76, 22 again, 2016, 2004, 92, and 72. Right? And then right? And then during the show, as we have famous, talented, exquisite. And
listen, it is Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Stan might as well pull up, so those words will come in handy. Keep them in your pockets.
Okay, and then we'll be having an amazing person who will be here joining us later on. And then during after that, or we can do that before, or you might be surprised. The Rotsanaga today in the continental history. Content for today's show, and then we'll be doing relevable Winnie Mandela. Was convicted in 2003, Gambia, where it became a republic in 1970. ANC leader Oliver Tambo after a long illness in 1993. Right? And then for the Bonzalias, I'd like to give it to the fabulous, curvaceous young lady.
Mama Garutura. Tell us, who are we actually celebrating today?
So today locally, we're going to start locally. We have Mr. Zola 7, who is an essay musician.
The GOAT.
Yeah. Going straight to Kaspeli, who's an essay vlogger. And last but not least, on local, we have Stilio Sivante, who's an essay actor.
Hey.
And then going straight to international, we have Kihlani, R&B singer. We also have Kelly Clarkson, who's a pop singer. And last but not least, we have Jack Quid, who is a movie actor. And so if you're celebrating a birthday today, best believe those are the people you share your start with.
Yeah. We just want to say happy Bonzalo's Day to you and you and you, not just as the routers, but also as, or the drivers rather. Oh, wow. We just want to say happy Bonzalo's Day to you and you and you. It is 1 minute till the hour of 3:30. And listen, man, we've got the newsreader in the building who'll be telling you something to actually what is cooking oil in South African news. But for now, stay tuned.
VMC Planet News.
Inkundla iyachitha isigwebo somuntu uthanda ibhola ekhwaja waqhutywa enxilile ukanti ANC yasemhlakoloni ibambe ikomfa yeshumi yephondo phakathi kwemicelimngeni yonyulo kwengingqi ukanti nivala ngezithi umkhanela wesibini uvele enkundleni emva kokubulala kukamantyi waseWynbank ukanti fumana ezigcwele ngensimbi yesine kwijelo le-VMC Planet Radio makube ichusi kamnandi welixesha.
There you have it from the news reader. I hope you guys are actually taking notes because it is going crazy. It is biblical. It is going bananas in South Africa. South Africa is a movie, by the way, since you guys didn't know that. Let me just remind you, man, Throwback Thursday's topic goes like this. What are the PDS reasons to why I actually broke up with someone or broken up with by someone? Please dial that number 071-560-0639 and tell us what those things were. But for now, we've got comments from females and males, not just the people that actually broke up with someone, but being actually broken up by someone. So yeah, let's just start with those people that Nabari we did broke up with someone because of something. What or who do we have first?
All right, so the first person that we have is for the platform from the males, right? So number one, we have Tebogo. There was a male from Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
He's 25 years old. I broke up with her because she ate pizza with a fork and knife. We were at Debona's and she was slicing it like it was a steak. Like, what do you mean?
That's wrong. That's not a birthday.
But she's Cassie though. She's Cassie.
No. Basically, I just couldn't see her the same because that was an ick for me.
Yeah, she was showing
off.
She was showing off. She was showing off.
Remisa skopong.
Yeah.
Skopa ka fucking knife.
I mean,
What are you doing?
Why not? Why not?
It is going crazy. It's going bananas. Today's topic is hard, man. Who do we have second?
Okay, the person that we have second is Daniel, age 29, also go Cape Town. Every time she meant to say specific, she said Pacific. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic.
My goodness. But this is pity.
No, but
this is certified pity.
No, but I understand.
There's no master of
Yes, I
pronunciation,
understand.
first of all.
No, there's no master of pronunciation.
Exactly.
But like all the time, and then you keep on repeating the same.
Yeah.
But doesn't know amagama. Wow.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
accent
yeah.
is bad.
No,
Yeah.
irrespective of the accent, you can't. You might be able to like you don't know or you don't have the accent, right?
Exactly.
But
yeah.
you know English, right? But I mean, she might have the accent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she might not know how to deliver.
Oh, they don't know
yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah,
articulate
yeah.
themselves pretty well using English. No, I get
it.
you.
So it's just an egg. So I have a Pacific type. I corrected her 3 times.
Still
then
the
gave
same.
up and broke up because what the heck?
What the heck?
Ah,
Nah, but
sana.
that's one of the most wildest things I've ever heard, eh? Crazy. But number 3, we've got number 4. Number 3, rather, we've got Sipo, right, who is 24 years old from Pretoria, Chiriana, in 2021 on a trip to Durban, right? She clapped when the plane landed. Oh, what? She actually clapped hands when the plane landed. Loudly, people turned to look, and I glitched so hard I ended things before we even got home. Man, that is a pity, because what if that was her first time being on a plane, and then when it actually landed, she clapped hands? That is not wrong. But yeah, pity is the key word for this particular topic. So who do we have next?
Okay, the person that we have next,
Next, we have Usipa, who is 24 years old, located in Pretoria, saying, on a trip to Durban. Okay, you just read that on. Okay, I'm just going to go straight to Ulungile, who is 27 years old, located in Durban, saying, her laugh sounded like she was starting a car in winter. I tried to power through out, but once I had it during a movie, I was done. I mean, this is petty.
It is petty.
This is petty. There's no way you're gonna dump someone because I laugh like what I'm coughing.
Listen, I got into the studio. I found the talkers, right? I understated the very same reason to why she actually broken up with someone. He was laughing like, nah, the laughter was not the one. So
I don't think I'll have a problem with the person's laugh. You can even laugh as a hyena. I don't mind. I really don't mind.
Unfortunately, Tina Bobegekele, we have that rich guy laugh. Yes. Who do we have next?
Next, we have Aaron, who is 30 years old, located in East London, saying every time we went out, she would order the most expensive thing.
Aye, red flag.
And only, listen to this, and only ate 2 bites.
Wow.
I calculated how much I wasted in 3 dates. And that is it. I mean, in this land economy, I don't judge you.
So let me get this clear.
You know, men are like that. They be like, okay, first meet up and you ask for money.
Yeah.
It's just an egg for them, and then they will just leave you. So it's similar to him because,
and also I think with this men of this generation, I feel like we are just walking on eggshells. We are walking on eggshells.
Almost as 50-50. What Johnny, bruh?
And if you don't agree to that, red flag.
Okay. Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense. The guy actually spent, or rather 500. Then the lady only chowed 20 rand off the food, which is crazy. Next, man, we've got Kagiso, who is 23 years old from Soweto. Actually, and last year, or last of last year, 2023, we were actually watching Fast and the Furious, and she said The Rock is overrated. I looked at her, paused at the movie, and said goodbye.
Yeah, Kagiso. Shame. Like really?
That's
crazy. This is what I actually love about this topic. The word pity is the key for this topic. So let them comments keep rolling. Who do we have next?
Okay, the person that we have next is Mateo. Mateo is a young man aged 28. Right? Arbona, I showed her a meme, right? And then she said, "What's a meme?" I knew I was too old for this conversation. Imagine.
It's giving 90s.
Yeah.
At this age, you don't know a meme.
You
don't know a meme.
Where are you living? Under a rock. Living under a rock. The brother is a certified traditional man. Old man, vintage man. But yeah. Number 8, who do we have on the male's comment?
Next, we have Matthew, all the way from Quebec. Oh, okay, yeah. I showed her a meme, and okay, sorry. We have Uktolani and saying 31 years old. He's saying, she asked who's Kendrick Lamar. I thought she was joking. She wasn't. I broke up with her before she could ask about Tupac.
Yeah,
I mean, this is giving
come on,
pity.
man, it's crazy.
I mean, why would you dump me
This
because I
is
said I
crazy.
don't know Tupac or
No,
Kendrick Lamar? We have different taste in music.
No, we do have, but like you're always on your phone, right? You go to
Yeah.
TikTok. There's just small skits, right?
Yeah,
Whereby
yeah,
they do about Tupac, they do about.
You know what, Ne? You know what you guys not getting? There are people who are like me. I believe we are thousand of people are like me. I don't remember people's name. But if you show me a picture, I'll know. Oh, you mean this guy? Oh, he's Kendrick Lamar. Oh, okay. Now I know. So maybe me and the lady, we are in the same bus.
There you have it. It is a clear and well stated. So last but not least, on the women's comment, who do we have?
We have Brian. Brian is a male, age 25. Also got Kimberly, right? What is she called? Football, soccer. During a family bride. In front of my uncles. I never invited her again.
Hey, yo,
Okay,
what?
please educate me. What's the difference?
I don't know what's the difference. Maybe
What?
Yes, maybe that's why it's like, nah. Yeah, maybe.
It's
Maybe
crazy.
that's the difference.
It's
Maybe
crazy.
that's
Wow.
the difference because
To me, it's one and the same
it's one thing. Mhm.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. PDS, the reasons to why you guys actually broke up. We're just gonna cover the females' comments because Koshu should go crazy. It is going crazy. It's going banana. It is baby licking on the drive show. Number one, we've got Zanele, right? Who is 26 years old from Durban, actually, in 2022. He showed up at my cousin's wedding in flip flops and cargo shorts.
Oh,
I pretended not to know him until I could dump him
and
later.
then ngingamdampa.
Brutality.
Brutality.
Yeah, but
Flip-flops and cargo pants.
that was
I
disrespectful.
mean, that's his comfortable attire.
To be honest. It's a
When I
wedding.
justify izinto no. I mean, ngiyakujudge.
It's a wedding, first of all. This is a formal thing, man.
And then you
No, but it's all about comfortability. If
No.
that's what I'm comfortable
Then when
in,
you pull up with flip-flops and shorts.
yeah, that's what he's come to. You know, other people work 9 to 5, like office thing. They wear office outfit.
Yeah.
So when you invite him in a wedding, you expect him to wear like that. Monday to Friday, he's wearing like that. And no, guys, no.
No,
That's crazy.
Okay, put yourself, ne. Let's say wena uyindoda yami.
Yeah.
Hayi mina ngiyindoda
Wena
yakho.
uyindoda yami.
Ngiyindoda yakho, ne.
Yeah.
And then gini, they have
They have a wedding,
right? There's
yeah.
a wedding.
And I invite you as my
And
plus one.
And not just a plus, yes, it's a plus one.
Yeah.
But in a way, okay, fine. If ever my parents is gonna ask, who's this? I'm gonna say, this is my boyfriend. But like, it's more of a way, your parents are gonna know about me.
Okay, and
so
my friends and everybody else.
flip flops.
Eish.
Ngipashe.
Anisho ngeyokuphasha.
No, aye.
Yabona mase nisho ngeyokuphasha ke manje. Ayi.
Crazy.
No, but I said, imagine it. Imagine
Crazy.
it.
That is crazy.
Bazomthatha kanjani kini? They won't take him serious. They would say,
Yeah.
lo muntu akugqoka amaphashiphashi.
Ufunani?
Ufunani amaphasho? Bini bamuphika
That
bathi
is
amaphasho?
crazy. Mr. Dad is in the building,
Bo, bo, bo,
everybody.
bo.
Now I don't feel good anymore. I feel scrumptious. But listen to this.
Yeah.
Who do we have on our second
Copyright.
comment, man?
Ngizoksuwa. And then we have Natasha. Natasha is Unale 24 from Cape Town. Order during arguments, right? He'd say stuff like Natasha doesn't appreciate greatness,
Hey.
right? So I felt like I was fighting with a narrator.
Whoa. Yeah. It's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You can't even have a conversation with them because you already know.
Narcissist.
You already know it's gonna be an argument.
It's
There
gonna
won't be understanding. We won't be on the same page. So what's the point?
And would make you feel bad as hell.
Yeah.
Be a narcissist.
Crazy. Number 3, who do we have?
This one will sound hectic, eh? Number
Wow.
3, we have Lisigo, 28-year-old, located in Pretoria, saying, he made me to taste his mom's food constantly, and every time I criticized it, he got moody.
Wow.
And he wasn't, that's how it ended. I mean,
Nah,
I've been in this scenario, and someone made me to taste his mom's pancakes.
Why would you pancake?
I feel like it makes a lot of sense. The pancakes were not the one.
Ish. And I couldn't, I'm one person, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
Crazy.
why is she like?
Yo.
And the mood went south with immediate effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Maganotula can do a pancakes better than someone's mom. So who do we have on our females comment next?
We have Mbali. Hey, Mbali
The Rose. Aye, stay away from the Mbalis, man.
Bali Balisa.
Balisa.
Tandega.
Zinhle.
Tandega zinhle. Nokuthula. No. Okay, we have a comment from Bali. She's 25 and she's from Johannesburg, the land of gold.
Hey.
I visited his place. No bed frame. Number one, just a mattress on the floor, a PS5, and one pillow. And I knew Horsana had to vamos because
vanish.
What is this? What is this? Like Kabanga.
But I mean,
no, if ever like Bokala, right? If ever
the
you
first
just
time.
moved to a new place, a new job, and it's understandable.
No.
Right? I'll sleep on the mattress and if ever sana ukonuktenga PS5 yamo 5 point something.
A bed.
I mean, it's all about priorities. And this guy so do
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
nokuthula angichazi kahle angithi nje PS5 ngithi mattress combo from heaven.
And uthola ukuthi driver a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Driver in the machine
Yes.
sana.
Yes.
Thola ukuthi ulala phansi.
No headphones.
You know what I love about all of this?
No towels.
What I love about all of this is that these guys with the cars, man, and the guys with the cars, they're most likely to fool you guys. That's what I love about all of this.
Are you saying all of them or most?
Most the girls,
oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Most girls, you find a guy who's driving a Mercedes Benz. Then we enter his house. There's no TV. There's only a crate for a chair. You know, he's sleeping in a mattress.
I mean,
then when you got fooled by the car. There you have it. This generation is straight up mess. It's crazy.
I mean, okay. Let me say something. I mean, if a guy he doesn't have a car, he's sleeping on a mattress. From my end, I wouldn't mind.
No, I wouldn't mind.
But do you have any idea how much is a PS5?
For 3 months.
No, taking PS5 out of the scenario.
Okay.
It's just him, his new room, and not even new room. He's been living here for the past 5 years.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
how?
Okay, he's working part-time, touching here and here.
Wahasil.
What? Yes, Wahasil. I wouldn't mind.
Oh, you wouldn't mind when?
I like you.
Oh. When
Crazy.
Yeah.
When are you
Yes,
one in a
Ungipha
million?
amabhosto.
Or when out of all the girls, you're one in a million. Ati Eastern Porridge.
Yeah. Speaking of food, because it is one of the most pettiest reasons, because we've got Nadine, who is 29 years old from Bloemfontein, Nigerian, 2022. He actually put the ketchup on everything that he was eating. We had a sushi once, and he used the ketchup still. I was embarrassed.
I mean, I do that. I put tomato sauce on almost everything except for umtogo.
Yeah.
So it's
Why, guys?
nice.
Mayonnaise everywhere. Guys.
No, I mean that's
It's not
petty.
necessary. Like all the time when mayonnaise, pizza, mayonnaise, everything. Asan.
Yeah, short.
Yeah,
Like,
crazy. It's crazy. The comments are going in. Who do we have next?
Next, we have Chidi, who is 30 years old, all the way from Gqeberha, saying, he called me Whittle, baby girl. At a restaurant in front of the waiter, I ended it on the spot.
Yeah, but
What does Whittle mean?
that is crazy. We'll never know. But listen, we were covering
Is it a
the
slang?
comments.
Maybe it's a slang.
We were actually covering the comments from the people that are actually broken up with someone, right? So let's just get into those that are saying, someone actually broken up with me because of 1, 2, 3. So who do we have first?
Okay, we have Sanele, Onale 25 from Durban. Orbona, she told me you blink too slowly. Why you panya so slow? And then it freaks me out, then ghosted me.
I would have done the same.
But like manje blinga like I never got to say my movie.
It's petty. You dump me just because I'm being slow.
Yeah. Why are you blinking slow,
Why are you
man?
blinking slow?
Oh,
Means that you're actually slow emotionally too. So you might as well take a longer time to feel this love.
Everywhere actually you slow.
Mentally, you're slow.
Everywhere.
You don't know what love is.
Slow Lena. Idiot. Stupid.
Slow, Lenara. Listen, that language is not part of this show, by the way.
it's a slang.
It's a slang.
It's a TikTok
man.
slang.
That's
Calm
okay.
down.
That's okay, man. This is not a way of judging people. This is
We're
not
not.
a place of judging because we are in the mode. We are calling it a big time. So words just keep on flowing. Who do we have next?
Next, we have Grant, who is 27 years old, all the way from Pretoria, saying, she found my teddy bear from childhood and said, you too old for this. Next day, I was blocked. I mean, I don't judge him.
Ah, my
At the age of
goodness.
23, you have what? Teddy bear for who? For what?
A teddy
What's
bear.
Nagila, Mara guys?
Oh,
Why no karambita Snoopy?
No, it's giving
Snoopy
Princess
la.
Diana. No, what do you mean?
Oh my
Ay,
goodness!
oh
Listen
my
to
God.
this. If I were to, to invite you, or you inviting me for a sleepover as a lady, if I
Yeah.
see like a teddy bear in that bed, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm not sleeping here. It's either you take that teddy bear and put it on the wardrobe, then I can sleep. But those things choke people.
Strict hore.
Yeah.
Choke people look
those
when
things
uphumela
choke
nisebenzisa
people.
izinto
Yeah. I'm a black man. I don't trust those things. I watch too many horror
Chucky.
movies. But yeah, that's okay, man. Number 3, we've got Tulade, who is 29 years old from Johannesburg, Chiriana. 2021, I wore cologne. I wore cologne, right? She said I smelled like a perfume store and left me for someone more natural.
Hayi ke
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
hayi
Munugo ubalulekile.
First of all, I bought that cologne using my own money.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you're gonna tell me I smell like a perfume store. That is crazy. That is crazy.
hayi shithingise Thulani.
Hey, Tulane, my
Hayi
guy, I'm so
athule
sorry, man.
ngempela vele.
Yeah. Yo, this is sad, man.
Hayi so
Who do we have next?
So the next one, we have a comment from Liam, Nale 23, very young. I wonder what
Yeah,
a problem is
very.
with damping your Nikki.
Mandolva
Oh, sana lwam. He's from Cape Town. When I ordered a Hawaiian pizza, and then on our first date, she looked disgusted and said,
Ibo.
Baba, we are not comparable.
Hey, bad.
We are
Crazy.
not. Because of a pizza, like
It's
ladies.
crazy. It's
Giving
crazy.
eggshells, eh?
Ladies.
It's crazy, man.
Ladies. Huh? But we expected.
Banyada. Joella Banyada, man. But yeah, listen to this. We've got Mpo, who is 30 years old from Pulukwade, Chiriana. 2021, she said my laugh sounded like I was mocking her. Hey, bad. If you look funny, you look funny, my dear. And Chiriana, I just laugh differently.
Biggie.
Which is sad, man.
Hey, ayikho lapho, but yeah.
Which is sad, man. Listen, the topic says, what are the PDS reasons, right? The key word here is pity, right?
We know you can be
And
petty.
the comments are giving exactly that.
No,
I love
listen,
it.
you can be petty, right? But some of us, we laugh like hyenas.
I mean,
And then, like,
oh,
and then when are you gonna take offense because I laughed like,
Oh my
not that I'm
goodness.
about to kill you.
That is crazy.
Like,
it's
come
giving
on.
sensitive.
Oh, my itchy. Okay, we have a comment from Yusuf. Yusuf is 26 from Qibecha.
Yeah.
Orbona, she had an iPhone, I had an Android. And then
here
she
we go.
said,
Here we go.
I couldn't handle the green text. I couldn't be my guy.
Come on, man. What? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, but iPhone button it's really outdated right nowadays, guys. Like, come on. No.
That is crazy, bro.
It's no longer the in thing.
It's no longer that thing, you know.
And iPhones don't got, they don't even, I couldn't even compare them to Samsung, to be honest.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
You just can't, man. But listen, 6 minutes until the hour of 4. Let's just do in the female comments as to why they were actually broken up with. First, who do we have?
We have Amandala. Amanda. Amanda is 27 from Johannesburg, Gauteng. Orbona, he said my voice reminded him of his sister.
Are you kidding me, man?
And that's why he couldn't kiss me again. Like, really, para my guy?
Nah, man, I can't. I feel like I'm kissing my sister. Hey.
No, but like, when I ungajola lo muntu on a base, man vuga to hello, baby. Ungajola na umfana.
A guy,
Okhulayo, yeah. A lady.
a lady
there's
with a deep voice.
yeah.
No.
Why?
Nah. Imagine speaking on the phone, man. What?
Yeah.
Speaking on the phone, be like, yo, Becky has been on the phone for 2 hours speaking to a man. That is weird. No, I cannot.
What
It's a past for me.
Becky? What
It is a
discriminator?
past for me. Who do we have next on our female comments?
Next, we have Lindiwe, who is 25 years old, located in Devon, saying, he told me to stop cracking my knuckles during a movie. I did it again without noticing, and he left me. What are knuckles?
Hey, bad.
Oh,
I kind of love the fact that he actually told her to stop it, then she continued. Then
No,
the
but
guy
you know when
bounced.
something is a habit, when I tell you, stop chewing.
Yeah.
And then and you be like,
Yeah. It's a habit.
That's
It's a
why
habit.
you're used to it,
All the time.
That's why I was saying,
But it's
when it
so
comes to this
healthy.
dating at these days, we are just walking on eggshells. What do you mean just of this when now you're calling it quits?
I kind of love the fact that
I
it
mean-
is both males and females. We're all messed up. But yeah, listen to this. And number 3, we've got Zara, who is 28 years old from Cape Town, Nigeria, and in 21. He said, I didn't laugh at his jokes. Mind you, he was not funny.
Eish, I think Namshem Bebazong. Why
My goodness.
your joke is not funny.
It's not funny. It's not
Especially ngapha
credible.
ungibeji. Ngapha uzoyenza amajoke ay, release me.
You see?
Release
You see what I'm
me.
talking about, ladies and gentlemen?
Release me.
I mean, as long as his pockets are making me laugh, I don't care about his
You
jokes.
could laugh at anything.
So now the
It's
problem
just
is
like that
the
joke.
pockets and the jokes.
That joke from social media, but when the new manager makes a joke
Yeah.
or your boss makes
yeah.
a joke, everyone laughs, bro.
Yeah, you got to. You
be
got
like,
to.
"Ah,
You
ah,
have
ah,
to see. You be clapping.
This
your
is like,
hands. You're so good.
Yeah. And even Shay.
Our boss is so hilarious. Everything was tech. Vele ubone ukuthi welele.
attention, man. Yeah. Who do we have next?
And then we have Nonhle.
Yeah.
Nonhle is from Bloemfontein. When I was 24, Orbon, I wore heels on a date, and he realized I was taller.
Yeah.
And then he never replied to my text. And I feel pity for short men, even though they're cute and handsome. I can't call them men cute. Even though they're cute and
Handsome.
handsome, they're very handsome, ne? But like, cabanga se mina ngithi.
Short.
Memele ngithi.
Yeah.
I really don't mind.
Right, mina.
I really.
Yeah,
Unless
man.
we the same height.
Yeah.
But ngeke like mina ngibe mude.
Yeah.
You be short. Like
It's just like me, man. I cannot date
It's
a tall
giving-
girl.
yeah.
Yeah, I cannot. What?
Kuthi bangathi usisi
And I feel
wakho.
like the same
Bro.
thing that you say you don't want is the same thing that you attract.
No, that I attract, right?
Yeah.
Those that want me.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? I don't want them. Simple. We're having an argument, and what if you bite my head, man? What if you bite my head?
And
You could
uzokushaya.
see
Plus as
this.
Uzokushaya.
Female comments go crazy. It is going bananas on the drive show. 2 minutes until the hour of 4. And we've got the newsreader in the building who's going to be giving you what is actually cooking oil in South African news things. So, yeah. Let's just drop this jingle, then he'll get into it. But for now, stay tuned and stay blessed. We'll be back.
Inkundla iyasichitha isigwebo somuntu othanda ibhola ekhatywayo waqhutywa enxilile. I-ANC yasemhlakoloni ibambe ikomfa yeshumi yephondo phakathi kwemicelimngeni yonyulo kwingingqi. Umkhanela wesibini uvele enkundleni emva kokubulawa kukamantyi waseWynberg. Bhotani Msundu ixesha entsimbi yesine ukanti nazi indaba ze-VMC Planet Radio kweli xesha. Umphandi webhola ekhatywayo uBathanda Mrambulu wabanjwa ngenxa yokuqhuba enxilile emva kokubanjwa nebhotile yesavana. wavuma ukuba unetyala waze wagwetya kodwa inkundla iye yasijika eso sigwebo. Umrambule wathi ulambile waza wamisa kwivenkile yokutyela ukuze athenge ibhotile yesavana. Isebe lephondo lasemntla-ntshona lenkundla ephakamileyo alizange liqinisekise ukuba umrambule uvumile na ukuba wayenxilile ngelo xesha. Kanti i-African National Congress i-ANC eMntla-Koloni ibambe ikomfa yayo yeshumi ekhethiweyo kwiphondo. Oku kulandela uthotho lonyulo kwingingqi oluye lwabumba inkangeleko yeqela kweli phondo nangona kukho amabango orhwaphilizo nokungekho sikweni. Ingqungquthela ibibanjwe emva kwentlanganiso zemimandla eziphumeleleyo kulo lonke eli laseMntla-Koloni kulindekele ukuba ibone ukonyulwa ngokutsha kwentloko yeqela ekhoyo. Ugqirha Zamani Saulo nenkxaso enkulu kweli phondo unobhala wephondo we-ANC uDeshi Ngxanya uqinise kwimiba ephambili kwe-agenda. Eyona nto ibalulekileyo kule nkomfa yimeko karhulumente wengingqi. Kukho ingxelo ebanzi yombutho obonakalisa ukuhanjiswa kweenkonzo ingakumbi iinkonzo zamanzi, utshilo ugxarha. Uqinise ukwanda kokuphazamiseka kwamanzi kumasipala njengengxaki engxamisekileyo iqela elifuna ukujongana nayo. Kanti ndivala ngezide umrhanela wesibini unxulumene nokubulawa okwenzeke ngaphakathi kwenkundla kamantyi yaseWynberg uvele enkundleni ngolwesibini. Le ndoda eneminyaka engama-24 ubudala yabanjwa ubudeni beveki ende. Isithethi samapolisa esiphondo eBridgegate Novella uBotela uqinisise ukubanjwa njengenxalenye yophando oluqhubekayo lokubulawa kwendoda eneminyaka engama-50 ubudala kwiphondo yengingqi yaseWynberg ngomhla wesi-8 kwa-April ka-2025. Abaphandi bamagqwetha olwaphulo-mthetho olubanzi eNtshona Koloni ye-Western Cape Serious Violent Crimes babambe omnye umrhanelwa kule mpelaveki ngezityholo zokubulala. Ukanti umrhanelwa oneminyaka engama-24 ubudala kulindeleke ukuba avele enkundleni yaseWynberg ngolwesibini ka-April ka-2025, utshilo uBotela. Esi siganeko sokudutyulwa senzeke ngaphambi nje kwaye-11 kusasa kumgangatho wesine wesakhiwo senkundla. Ukanti ezi bizindaba ze-VMC Planet Radio ubuzifundela ngu-Ayabongamoni. Makube chosi kamnandi kweli xesha.
I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old.
There you have it. There you have it from the news update. I hope you guys were taking notes because that is one of the most incredible things or important things that each and every one of us needs to know. So I listened to this at 2 minutes past the hour of 4, and today's topic being a throwback Thursday, the 24th of April is crazy. What are the PDS reasons to why I actually broke up with someone or being broken up with by someone? And it was crazy, man. We've got a comment. We had a comment from people telling us their scenarios, and they were PD as realized. So please tell them some conclusion, Yana, as to, give them hope that, it doesn't matter what you actually broke up about, but there's still a life after that.
So a little message, Yana, of hope, right? Even though we're for over petty things, right? Bona, heartbreak over silly things can really sting, most definitely.
Exactly, yeah.
But they also show us, Jorge, the wrong person can never handle the right parts of us.
Exactly.
Right? So if he's not for you, then he can't handle your personality, can't handle you as a person, right? So whether it was your love, your food choices, or even your emojis, someone out there will most definitely love them.
Exactly.
And then Bona, breakups don't mean something's wrong with you, right? They often mean you dodged a mismatch. You dodged a bullet, basically.
Oh my goodness.
So the right person won't flinch at your quirks and will adore them. So let go of a petty past and get ready for a love that's real, deep, and most definitely drama-free.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it from, the conclusion, a message of hope. It is not the end. There is still a time for you to live. There are still people out there. You won't find that person. They will tell you never find someone like me. Tell them that is true because everyone is just who they are. Even twins are not the same.
Yeah.
So, love someone for who they are. Actually reminds me of this song by Jamali, our very own three girls. Calling it a big time, but she really loved me for me. Then we'll be back like we never left. And we've got a surprise for you. We've got a surprise for you. Stay tuned. It is about to go crazy. It's about to go bananas. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, enjoy the song. Then we'll be back like we never left. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the biggest, the fattest, the meanest, the better show, the Planet. This is the Drive Show, Road 326. My name is Gosi Bigitemba, aka Becky Kele, on the VMC Planet Radio. I'm not alone, man. I'm with the incredible two queens, Macy Tumilang Akune and Mama Ganoktula. And listen, you heard that right. Listen, man, I told you guys that we've got a surprise for you, one of the most incredible things to ever happen to us as the presenters, to us as a VMC as a whole. So listen to this. We've got someone in the building by the name of none other than, everybody knows him, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. Tebogo Sefora. Listen, man. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you that you've made it. We know that you're a busy person, right? So I thank you very much. This has been one of the most incredible things for us ever. So thank you very much. So tell us, who is Tebogo Sefora? Who are you?
First of all, let me say thank you very much for reaching out. It is a pleasure to join you guys in the studio.
Yeah.
So Tebogo Sefora basically is just a normal guy from the villages in Rustenburg.
Yeah.
Grew up in the villages, went to school, finished my matric there. I had basic dreams initially, the same kind of dreams that you would have as a young child. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot.
Yeah.
But it changes as you grow up, So
True.
I think the drama thing got sparked then. And I was like, this won't work for me while I'm in Northwest, because we don't really have that a lot there.
Yeah.
And that's why I moved to Joburg to pursue that.
Whoa,
Yes.
Amazing. Them ladies were going crazy when you entered the building, eh? I feel like it was the same thing with outside.
Why do you need to mention
Is
that?
it safe to say that?
This guy, gonna be throwing us under the bus. What do you do? Why now?
Listen, bet 100 Rand now, everyone in the studio. Bet me 100 Rand, it was the same energy outside the studio.
I wonder why.
Hey, I wonder why. Listen, man, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. You started as a bank teller, right?
Definitely.
So let's just get into business, right?
Yes.
You started as a bank teller, becoming an actor. What actually inspired you, or actually inspired the leap into the entertainment industry?
It wasn't much of a leap. It's been a calling. The calling was there even before I worked in a bank. Yes. But with circumstances, like I said, we don't really have the similar backgrounds with regards to financials to pursue that immediately from school. So I had to take whatever that I can get at the time for me to actually fund the dream. I feel like that is very important for everybody to understand that it doesn't really happen the same way for everybody, but if you really want it, you can make it happen for yourself. So during the time I was working at Capitec Bank, I was still trying to get into the entertainment industry. So it became harder and harder every time because I'm there 9 to 5, and sometimes we get auditions. You can't go to auditions because you're still at work. My manager will be like, okay, you can go, but then if you do that 3 times in a row, he's like, we're not that much, you don't want to work anymore, So I sat down with myself and I was like, I have to choose. I really have to choose. And that's what I did. I was like,
you went for the calling.
I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to put everything in God's hands. And I'm going to go for that. But in between working at Capitec Bank, like I said, I funded the whole thing. I took myself to school, took myself to drama workshops, and stuff like that. Started attending auditions. So I really wanted it for a long time.
Okay.
So,
amazing.
So I was like, hey, I'm going to go. I spoke to my mom about that. I was like, hey, I know that, I'm working now, and I send you something each and every month, but it's going to be tougher going forward because now I'm not going to be working anymore. It's like, do you have a plan? And I'm like, I think I do. I do. The plan didn't work out how I wanted to, unfortunately, you know. Even after I left work, I had a car and I was like, let me put this on Bolt. Let me Bolt. Believe you me, I was a Bolt driver, man. I know how to believe, ne?
Come on, we all gotta start somewhere, right? We all gotta start somewhere.
Bolt for about a month and then I got mugged, South Africa. So yeah, immediately after that, I was like, my life is much more important than this. So let me do this. And this is where now the DJ thing got sparked because I'm also a DJ. So I was like, let me find something to keep myself busy while I wait for my big break because you know how the industry is set up. You don't really just work immediately. Wow. And that's when I started now going to school in Randburg and learning how to DJ. And I'm like, So that's how everything came together. Like,
incredible.
So I earned my titles.
Yeah, big
most
time.
definitely, most definitely.
I'm hard for these titles.
Well, as as bank teller, right? And then war Uber, and then war or village. And we know how Rusty make mine. Why was go away? Because basically we know how young boys that come from Rustenburg, normally they would growing up with nakatwala skolo, get straight to mine. So why didn't you?
The dreams are this one.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say I wasn't presented with opportunities to work in the mines. I was, but then it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I still feel like it's not, you know, and I'm glad I didn't go to that because, like I said, the environment kind of affects your dreams, it affects your visions, you know. So if I'm to be stuck there, I probably wouldn't be in this position that I'm in.
Exactly.
So I had to leave that environment and be to, you know, come to where I am now. So now the mines, it's not for everybody. I have nothing against them. If you well done. If you're working in the mines, well done, but it's not for everybody.
I mean, you are a jack of all trades, hey? From DJ to banking all the way to acting.
And then I'm throwing a man.
An artist.
I can't wait for that.
Crazy.
Can't wait for that. So my question to you, Mr. Se, is you've mentioned that you've worked in the banking space, which is Capitec, and you had challenges of going to auditions and all of that. How did you overcome that? Those challenges? What inspired you throughout? You know what, ne? This, Jay, I'm not gonna let this thing stop me.
How I overcame that is I left. That's how I overcame that. I left. Because it was a challenge and it was constant, like I said. Sometimes my manager would allow me. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, I have an audition at 8 o'clock, but I'm going to be back at 12. And with the auditions as well, you can't confirm because sometimes it takes a little bit longer.
Exactly.
Then you come in and now you're in trouble at work and now I'm always in trouble. So I had to make a choice, like I said. So I left.
Crazy.
And you know, if after leaving, I found myself thinking maybe this wasn't a good idea, you know? Because sometimes I sat for like 2 years. Because nothing was coming together. The gigs from the DJing was not popping, you know. The Uber thing wasn't popping as well. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I go back to corporate? Because now I'm not eating, you know, I'm hungry. But I had to have faith. I put all my faith in God. You know, I was like, God will come through for me in the right time. All I need to do is wait in preparation. You know, just align with the dream. And that's what I was doing each and every day. Being act up, I'm going to speak cool man you are in.
Do you get monologues?
I was preparing each and every single time. And I'm so grateful that I had people around me that were also chasing the same dream. And that some of them actually got in before I did. And I'm like, this is possible. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. If it can happen for him, then it can happen for me, you know. Because I'm also involved with these guys that do drama workshops, so that will also keep me motivated. KTL drama workshops. They happen in Sasani Studios or on Saturdays, you know. So I'm involved in that as well. I would help them with lecture, with motivations and stuff like that. So that will literally keep the dream alive.
That is how legends are made, ladies and gentlemen. But listen to this, man. You were actually, I don't know, you were on the spot of choosing what you actually want for your life. But you didn't just choose one thing and leave the other thing, right? Right?
Can't do that.
So you were doing two things or particular several things at the same time or moment. So how do you actually balance all of those things?
I can tell you now that even at this very moment, you know, balancing the time is very, very difficult for me at the time, you know, because sometimes you have a storyline, you have to read scripts, and then there's gigs, and then there's playlisting, and then there's
left
sequencing,
and right, man.
Like, even now as we sit, there's like 4 gigs that I have in the Northwest this weekend only. you know, and I have to be working. Even today, I'm coming back from work. Tomorrow, I'm working. Between that, I have to make sure I have the right playlist for you guys to come and drink and dance. You know?
Exactly. That's
yeah. Balancing that is not easy. Sometimes we do not sleep at all. I remember when I went to Rustenburg, I think it was like 2 weeks back. I had 2 gigs even there as well. Now I know these places in the villages. I don't think cops really bother them because they don't close. If you need, if you notice, like you find someone buying alcohol at like 5 a.m. because the place doesn't close at all.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm not gonna mention names because I probably get them in trouble.
Because wow, man.
Maybe they are supposed to be closing. So I remember getting there and I played my last set at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Whoa.
And I was done at 6 and I still had to drive back to Johannesburg.
Crazy.
You know, so it is sometimes hectic. So whenever I do get that peaceful time to myself, I really use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I need to sleep, I will sleep.
Come boys, man.
Catch up.
Yeah.
So your role go champions, right? It was a very, very I liked your character, right?
Yo, many people hated it.
Yeah, you were a bad boy.
Bad boy.
You are a bad boy. Bad boy now. So do you think that character put you on the spotlight for you to get more gigs?
I don't think I think so, yes. I think it gave me the exposure, you know, even people that maybe didn't think that you can, saw that you can, people that maybe had doubts, where now, you know, the whole thing was qualified there. So yeah, I do think that was my break, you know, and even going in, I went in like, I'm gonna show them, you know, I need to do this. This is what I've always wanted, and finally I'm getting this break. So yeah, I really think so, yeah.
So how was it acting besides Archie? We know him as Archie.
It was nerve-wracking because even with the screen test, you know, when you do an audition and you get callbacks. So with the callback, I had to do a screen test with him. It was nerve-wraking. There was 3 of us and we were all shaking. You know, all of us were shaking, obviously, you know, and having to work with him initially was scary, but after a few more times, you're like, this guy is actually, you know, this man is actually a very good person, because there'd be times where I'd go to him on some, hey, I have a problem with this, that, and give me motivations. And most of the scenes I did with him, which was so difficult because Utapelo, the character, was very disrespectful. And disrespectful towards his dad, his dad was the Archie. So now you respect this person, you idolize them, but
so now you gotta be disrespectful,
you know, so it was very difficult. But we had to do it. We had to do it.
So do you think maybe your looks, maybe maybe like maybe because you know girls we just gonna watch. I'm gonna watch because Tebogo Sefora is there.
All right, I don't really see myself as that because I think there's so many beautiful and good-looking people in the world, and if that was the case, they'll all be working. You know, I think, like I said, having given you the background to say I worked really hard at this. You know, I wanted it for this long. I prepared for it. I took myself to school. I did drama workshops. I'm still doing them even today. It means I really put the work in for me to just base all of that success on this is how you look, you know. So I don't think looks had to do anything with it. If anything, that's the last thing that they look at when they listen to you. Because you can come in looking good, but if you cannot act, then I go take your looks and go be a model. So I don't think it played any role at all. Otherwise, there'd be only good-looking people on TV. And Connor the likes of us that are not good-looking. So that validates it.
Okay.
So speaking of Tapelo from the champion, what similarities do you guys have? We have Tapelo, we have Tebogo. What similarities do you guys have?
You both have tattoos. Okay. I would say Tapelo is troubled. You know, background high is nice, which is the difference. But then he has issues, you know, because he wants this validation from not only his people, but with his family, but his friends as well. It's like he doesn't feel noticed, which is what Tebogo has also struggled with growing up. You know, we had problems where you want to voice out and there's nobody to voice out to, and the people that are there are not listening. So we shared that with Tapelo, and that's what I would draw from when I had to do these emotional scenes as well, you know. But I think there are more differences than similarities because he's very, very smart as well, but because of his drug problem, he can't utilize that intelligence to its full potential. Of which Tebogo pay mama drugs, and if anything, I pick up where I can potentially eat, and that's what I go for. That's where I go to. So that's the difference. That's why I get to. There's too many similarities. I mean, differences than similarities between Tebogo and Tapelo.
Crazy, amazing,
Other than
amazing
that, the other
things.
difference is that he was mad rich and I'm
You're going there.
You're getting there.
He's getting
baby steps.
Yeah.
I receive.
Yeah. So how do you handle criticism?
I allow it. I'm open for it because I feel like you can't grow without that.
Yeah,
you know? If you're doing something wrong or not to the full potential of how you can do it, I think you would want me to tell you so that you can improve and grow. You know, I know there are some people that when you tell them, you know, they get mad because we work so hard, you know, and you think you're doing the right thing when you get there, and you maybe misinterpreted the color or the emotion of the scene, you know, the pace or whatever. And if somebody comes to you and says, hey man, you really messed that one up, you need to really take that and do better next time. So I'm open to that. I want it actually. I would ask you, Usimfetu, I hear that you're saying I killed it, but what did you not like about it? Give me the bad news as well, you know. So yeah,
so
I really like it. I'm open to it. Although some people are not really criticizing, they're just bad people.
Big time.
Yeah, like you can't be. You're not criticizing if you go up for my body or something like that. If I say, hey, this guy has a very big nose, I'll criticize. You're just a bad person. I have
my
no control.
personality, my
I have
image.
no control over that. If I did, I'd Michael Jackson out of it. You know?
Yeah.
I would Michael Jackson my nose.
You would he it.
I would he it.
Okay. So let's take it straight to House of Zude. So from Champions all the way to House of Zude. So in House of Zude, you got a role guy, Tato, who's a fashion enthusiast, right?
Yes, a fashion designer.
What did you learn from that role? And what was the most challenging thing about that role?
Okay, I'm not sure. You watch House of Zude?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Tell your friends to tell their friends.
No problem.
The thing is, with Tato was very different from the role that I played at Tapelo on Champions, you know. And I think when I started doing Tato, I was still doing Tapelo. So, you know, sometimes you have to be the drug addict and then they'll switch to come and be this humble. But Tato was very, very humble.
Yeah.
He's very, very humble to a point where he's immensely talented, but he doesn't even see it yet. You have to come and tell him, you know?
Yeah.
So he's very, very humble. He's a sweet boy. Like he's gay as well, you know, of which he came out to his family, and there's like obviously the mom doesn't like it and stuff like that. Which I feel like that was the actual challenge because Tebogo gay. But now you need to come and tell this story of represent these gay people that now want to come out but they cannot. They fear being accepted in the community. I feel like that's a responsibility that I have. And so I do have challenges where I need to refer to my gay friends on some, in fact, I have this, how do I maneuver this, you know? Because I really don't have any problem with gay people at all. I do have one problem though, which I don't only have with gay people, I have with girls as well.
Okay.
You just hop into somebody's inbox and you want to take them out and you tell them I'm not interested or I'm not gay, and then they still want to force it like I'm fit to Zam, I'm fit. Spaghetti is hard before it gets wet, you know? So that's the only issue that I would have, but it's just common issues. Other than that, I do have gay friends. I am representing gay people there, which I feel like is a beautiful responsibility because I get to challenge myself each and every single day, you know, to live in the shoes of these people that cannot, like I'm like the voice of people that are not really comfortable with speaking.
Voice to the voiceless.
So I always get home and I'm like, did I really represent like the people that are going through this the right way? Because if there is someone out there that is gay and they feel like, you know, this guy is not really representing as well, then it's a problem, you know, like why didn't they get an actual gay person to do this? Because maybe they understand, you know. So I really want to fill these shoes and tell the story the best way that I can. And that's the real challenge.
Wow, crazy.
Well spoken, hey?
Do you actually relate to your character in any way? Do you see the pieces of yourself in that character?
A lot. I'm also very humble.
Oh yeah, that is.
You know what I mean? Like I'm very, very, very humble as well. You know, I keep to myself. I respect my elders. So obviously, with it's so easy to play. There's difficulties here and there, but I don't think I have to draw from a very, you know, a very dark place or anything. It's just I'm also very much enthusiastic about fashion as well. I do have a clothing brand. I don't know if
we will get into it.
We'll get into that.
We already know about it. Come on.
Even after the law was approved, I was like, yes, this is me. You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. But please tell us, man, the word, please pronounce it because wow. I don't want to make no mistake. Wait, let me try first so that you would know I'm actually saying what you think I'm saying. Away apparel.
Away, yes. Away. Yo,
is that a Gussie slang? Tell us, man, what actually...
Away.
Away. Apparel.
It's away.
Away
apparel. Away apparel.
Exactly that.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's the away from away African. Yes.
Where's the word coming from? What actually inspired it? What is the vision for it?
Yo, man, I started this thing in 2017.
Yeah.
I just came back from Cape Town at the time.
Whoa, yeah.
I was there for like 2 weeks, and the whole time I'm there, we had like people from 9 provinces. You know, they three there from all the provinces, and the one word. The one word that we connected with was exactly that one. You would say aware. Everybody would turn, and I'm like, this is universal. You know, if you go to Pretoria, that's how they greet you. So aware in faith.
That is smart.
If you go to Eldorado Park, you know, that is what people say. So if I'm to say aware in a room full of people,
they already know.
You already know what I'm saying. You know, it's either I'm acknowledging you or I'm greeting you. It's like, for me, it's like a national or universal slang.
Whoa, that is smart.
Why I was like, I'm gonna put this on a t-shirt because I know what it represents.
Make it link with the nation.
Exactly. And if you saw the symbol is this. Because as a child, as a Chinese person,
fist bump is everyone's language, man.
Like this,
fist bump,
automatically you're gonna bump that. That's also a universal language. So the whole thing is a representation of that.
Wow.
So that's where aware comes from. I started that when I was still working at Capitec in 2017.
Crazy. But what does creativity mean to you, and where do you actually grow inspiration from all of this?
I think creativity for me is a way of expression. It's a form of expression.
Beautiful.
Because even with the song that you listen to, somebody felt like they wanted to express, feel or whatever.
Relate,
And we are able to relate to that expression as well. You know, depending on whether you're going through the same thing, you just really like it, or it represents you. So it's just a form of an expression. Creativity is
amazing. Guys, take some notes, man. Take some notes.
But everywhere. So one thing, okay, let me say a message, right? That will tell your younger self. That will say, okay, Tebogo,
if I'm to meet my younger self now, if I'm to meet my 17-year-old self now, I would tell them to be very patient. Keep your eyes on God.
Exactly.
Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we find ourselves swaying from that, you know. Because of all these temptations, friends.
Exactly.
So I grew up in the church, but I feel like at some point I lost my way. And that's why there was a chain of events that happened, and these challenges and these things that I went through. So I would tell myself to be very patient, because what you want is stay focused on God, and stay away from girls. That's how
exactly.
Thank
you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that.
I did not say stay away from the girl. I said stay away from girls.
But
girls,
listen, you and I are the same, man. You and I are most likely to be the same. I mean, the skills are the same. The looks are the same.
Power.
The power is the same. The gas is. Come on, man. But listen to this. You and I are the same, right? Because of this. You've been open about actually losing your father, right?
Yes, definitely.
At a very young age.
Very, very
So
young.
how has that actually shaped you to be who you are today?
I think when we're being realistic, sometimes you grow from positive experiences and sometimes you grow from negative experiences. So I would say after losing my father, I went through so many different negative experiences. There were some positive ones, but the negative outweighed the positive. So I would say now I'm just struggling with, I need to know how to be a man, because you didn't necessarily have someone that was there to teach you how to be a man, you know? And with the decisions that I make now, I'm very, very cautious with them, because I'm like, is this the right one or is this not? And then I learn after making it on some, I shouldn't have done
Yeah.
Or this was a good move, you know. So yeah, it did impact me. It still does even today. Like with everything that I do, I feel like he's there, he's watching, he's smiling, he's loving.
Yeah, big time. I'm sure he is.
Tell him, I told him I was coming
big
here.
time.
He's somewhere here in the corner there. Watch out. Don't stay somewhere. So yeah.
Yeah. So how do you actually navigate a fame and staying grounded?
I would say I don't look at myself as famous as yet. I think if there's a room, I'm still outside the door knocking, because there are people that are far famous than I am. You know, if I'm to walk in a room with a name like Makati, I probably look like a bodyguard. Yeah. So I don't think
I don't want to agree to that, but
because she's a superstar.
You know, I mean, she's a queen, man.
She's a superstar. You know, so. I'm not a superstar level yet. So I don't look at myself as famous. There's probably people that know me. I'm well known because they watch the show. But I don't look at myself as famous. So if I just walk through the street like that, or just walk into a shop like that, sometimes I'm surprised when people are like, can I take a picture? I'm like, oh, yeah. You're famous. So I don't look at myself as that. So I don't think I have a problem with juggling between being famous and being, because I'm still the same person and I never change.
Beautiful.
I mean, you've mentioned losing your father, and I'm pretty sure that there's a boy child out there right now who's listening to you, or when they see you on their screen, they're like, oh my goodness, that's my role model. When I grow up, I want to be like this guy. And they've also experienced the same things you've experienced. They went through the same path you went through. What word of encouragement would you say to that boy child who lost a family member?
I would say I have a son as well.
Yeah.
He's 8, and whenever I have conversations about him, I always say that I also don't know the kind of man that I need to be for him, but I know I want to be the best kind of man. So for every boy child out there, I would say there's so many people and there's so many things in life that would sway you, that would derail you, that would confuse you. Because individuals, each and every person, from person to person, we don't all want the same things, and we don't all do the same things to get them. So you need to really, really look at a person, look at what they do. If it aligns with your values, then go for that. You can put this person as your role model. But if you want to take Lil Wayne, and say this is my role model because he speaks about drugs, women, and then
you're gonna be exactly that.
You're probably going the wrong way. So if you are going to idolize someone, if they're gonna idolize me, they must really look at my lifestyle, look at my values, and really, really, really look at them being and walking that path and seeing that person. Because I love God, man. Don't be fooled by these tattoos. Like I said, after after leaving the church, you will get this one. This looks good on you. Then put that on you, and then you find yourself printed and painted and all of that. If I could take them back, I probably would. But I love them. I've grown to love them. But don't be fooled by that. I'm a very, very much God-fearing person. I'm family-oriented.
Amazing.
I want to see myself with a family one day.
Amazing.
And that obviously changed after the experience. So if somebody wants to draw from there, I would say don't make the same mistakes I did. I might not mention them, but I have scars to show them. I have scars to show them. So I'm not gonna sit here and preach don't do this because I'm not doing it anymore. I would say allow yourself to be a child, allow yourself to make the mistakes, allow yourself to experience, but most of all, learn. Take the lesson from each and every single thing that you do, whether it's positive or negative. There's always something to learn. If you date someone, that's for a lesson. If you guys break up,
that's a lesson as well.
There's a lesson in everything that you do. There's a lesson that we're learning as well here today. Take the lesson and just move. I'm
crazy.
Also learning
I have to say, you are well spoken. Like you speak.
I should be a preacher.
Big time.
I mean, I'll be
Why
the
not?
first person to come to your church.
Come on.
Please. So my question, you've started with finance, which is Capitec, and then you went to acting. You've also mentioned that you have your own business, and then you've also have a full-time actor, right? What would be a word of advice to an aspiring actor who's out there? They're maybe at TUT, VUT. They're like, I want to venture to acting, but I have no one.
I would say, first and foremost, you need to align with what you want, I know so many guys that say, hey man, I also want to come with you to your gigs. I would want to play, and I always ask them a question of, do you think you're ready for that? If I'm to call you like randomly and say, hey man, I can't play today, please come and play for me. You won't embarrass me, So there's so many people that say, I also want to act, because they probably don't know what acting is. They have an idea of what it is, but the dynamics of what it actually is, they don't know. You know, I remember first time being on set as well, I had the same problem. I was like, I can do this, and then they hoed me in, and I was shaking, you know, the lines, whatever. So what I would say to an aspiring actor is that you need to align, you know, be ready for, like, get ready for the things that you pray for.
Yeah.
Because you will pray, and God will give you. You know, whatever it is that you pray for, God will definitely grant it to you. So you will pray for something, God will give it to you. And now you are not prepared for it. So I would say spend as much time as possible preparing, because whatever it is that you're looking for is probably also looking for you. Because if we see the great work that you're doing, we'll inbox you like, you have seen this guy on Instagram. He's always posting his things. It's very good. We're doing a movie. Let's call him. You aligned with what you prayed for. You know what I mean? So I would say take as much time as you can preparing and pray.
Exactly.
Knock on these doors with confidence of, I'm going to get this, and you will. And you will.
Okay, my last question. You know, as I'm sitting here, what I'm getting from you, I'm getting that you are a hard worker, you are a Christian, and from your personality, I'm getting that you are an extroverted person.
No.
Okay.
It depends on the environment.
Oh, okay. So my question is directed to for people who are building business. You have a business aside, a t-shirt business, and you're also in the entertainment industry. People who are in the entertainment industry thinking of starting their own business all the way from scratch with no one financing their business, what would you advise that one particular person?
I would say don't do it. Get that. The thing is, like I said, I started this thing in 2017 before I even got it, and it still hasn't blown up yet. You know? Whatever it is that you're going to start, you must be patient with that as well. Put as much work into it as possible. Because I know a lot of people that have went into business and stopped because you want it to happen tomorrow. You know, I don't think this was built in a day as well. The studio, the radio station, it was not. Somebody thought about it, they planned it, and they worked at it. It started off small, you know, and now it is where it's at. And it's still growing. You have no idea if you come back in 10 years what this will be. You know what I mean? Because now somebody's building on it from scratch like that, and be patient with it. So I would say, if you want to start something, start small, you know, and really, really, really work in that gradually. Be patient with your business, because it's like a child. You know, I can't give birth to a child today. I want to take them to varsity. And stuff. Exactly. You know what I mean? So be patient with your business. Start it. I will encourage you to start it, because in this day and age, you need something, you know. The reason why I'm moving how I'm moving as well is because I know, with the industry that I'm in now, I think we've seen this as well. They're trending. You know, some of these artists are veteran artists, which is so sad. They're coming on some, please donate for us and whatever. And I'm not going to hold them accountable to say, these people blow money and whatever, because people always say that, which I think is wrong, because we do get paid the same, and I'm like, hey, this is why I'm moving the way I'm moving. Because if this dries out, because there's a potential of you going 6 months, 1 year, 2 years without getting a job, you know, and what are you doing in between there? If I can be DJing, selling t-shirts, doing that, then I can be able to buy some snacks.
Beautiful. But listen to this. Your journey is one of the most incredible things, right? For not just acting, but as for other people as well. I mean, I'm speaking other people who are looking at you as an idol. So tell me something, man, and tell the people something. Could you actually rewrite your journey? Is there anything you would change in every part necessary?
I would say I'm grateful for every single thing that I've went through. It's part and parcel of why I got here. I feel like everything had to happen the way it had to happen for me to be the person that I am, and for me to want the things that I want, and for me to be where I am. So I wouldn't change a single thing, you know, as much as... as much as my dad passed away when he did, I feel like I was robbed, you know, because I sometimes look at people with their dads and
and that's God's will too.
And I'm like, I want to have these conversations with him. I know what he thinks, and you know, like, exactly. But I'm like, I'm also grateful for that too, because Dad redirected my life.
Have shaped you.
This was a person that would do anything and everything for you. They got taken away, and then you had to find yourself doing everything and anything for yourself. So had that not happened, this probably wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So I have another question. Sorry, to interrupt you. If ever you were called, and then overseas, and they say, okay, we have a character for you to do a movie like 50 Shades.
I receive.
Wait. Are you receiving because of the content or the?
I'm receiving because I'm receiving the international.
Okay.
Yes.
Now it makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much.
Actor was there.
Yeah. So getting back to the question, would you? No, it's okay. Would you take it like okay, we want you to do a scene, nudity scene. Would you do that? Because I've never seen.
I think there's so much misconception with that as well, because all these scenes that we're seeing on TV, there's what we call intimacy coordinators. So from us, when we're looking at, there's like a coach that navigates and regulates that. So from your eyes, you would think these people are really naked. These people are doing this, that, these are touching. And there's nothing like that, So I think I would do it. At this point, maybe not. Because, like I said, I have an 8-year-old son, and obviously these are the contents that he's not allowed to see. But they still find themselves doing that. But then each job on face to end.
Even pays well, you got it well.
And he must understand, boy, wherever you are, I'm doing this for you.
Big time. Let's just dive into the entertainment. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I would do it. I wouldn't even mind. I actually auditioned for adulting the other time. I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I mean, you're a good fit.
For adulting. Yes.
That's casting director.
So phone it, I don't know.
Amazing. So listen to this. Let's just dive into entertainment, right?
Yeah.
You are into fashion. You have your own brand. What is this one item you cannot ever live without?
Shades.
I mean, why not?
Shades.
Why not?
I love shades.
Big time.
I could never live without shades. But then at the end of the day, I love sweatpants, tracks. I like being comfortable. So I would definitely own that. I would wear that all day, every day.
Yeah, big time. So DJing, which song is a go-to song for you?
I do not have.
Right. So genre?
I do not have a go-to song because I don't play for myself.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I play for the people, and most of the time it's like I said, I work so hard on a playlist. And I want to make sure that each and every song or other song is a nice song to listen to, whether you know it or not. I want to introduce you to it. Because the genre that I play 3-step, or I play Afro tech, Afro house. Exactly. So which is something that is very dominated. Our nation is dominated by piano and stuff. I was like, I'm not gonna play that because there's so many of us. You know? So when you come in and you play something like that, it's really like a breath of fresh air. Because when I was playing in Rustenburg, there's so many guys that came to me and said, you don't know what this means to us.
This is like a
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to this the whole night. What is this? What is this called? You know, which is great. So the kind of music that your Murder Bongs would play, your Oscar Bo would play, your Taxini, you know, that's what my playlist is.
Because I know Rustenburg people, they love deep house. So
exactly. And then we're gonna introduce them to deep. We're gonna introduce them to 3-step this week.
Big time. Listen, you've worked with a lot of incredible human beings, right? Talented people, gifted people.
Yes,
Who is that one actor or actress you would actually wish to work with?
That I would wish to work with.
Again.
I've already worked with the people that I wish to work with. I mean, I don't. Are we talking nationally?
Locally, internationally.
Everybody knows that my favorite actor or Kante is Leonardo DiCaprio. I would definitely want to meet him, shake his hand.
The GOAT. Come on, Come on, the GOAT, man.
I was a Titanic.
Do you don't know that meme?
Come on. Where did you find him? Where did
you find this street? Hey, my guy, what are you doing?
That is crazy.
So I would definitely want to meet him because like his acting is so versatile. It's so beautiful. It's so profound. It's so real. It's so raw. You know, it's believable. I love him, man. I love him. Whenever he's in a movie or he has a scene, like he really gives you the story. You know, so I would really want to draw from there. That's where I draw. When I was drawing from Utapelo as well, I used to watch a lot of Wolf of Wall Street because Tapelo was a coke addict.
Yeah.
And there's so much coke in that movie. So I was like, I want to see how these people act after this so that I can be able to also deliver that.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean,
because, we have to research as a So I would say him, that side. This side I've already worked with so many beautiful people. I've worked with Khomoso Christopher.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I've worked with Tumi Shomash.
Amazing.
I'm currently working with Otolo Felo now. Otolo Felo Mashaba. It's there's so many people that I work with now. I work with Umtutuzi, Suffocate. Come on.
Imagine.
Read him.
So I work with a lot of beautiful people for me to limit myself to say I would want to work with this one because I know that I'll definitely work with them one day.
Yeah. Amazing. So tell us, man, a Throwback Thursday, right?
Today?
Yeah, it is Throwback Thursday.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Listen to this, which I am challenging him, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Please do us, what was this impression that you used to do in the mirror? Because we heard everything you said.
The impression in the mirror?
Yeah.
I usually had a script. I don't remember it.
Come on, do it.
I would have a script and I would practice it in the mirror.
Okay, 30 seconds monologue.
30 seconds monologue.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I think about?
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
Okay, after give me the scenario, you need to be my co-actress.
Okay, no problem. So the scenario is, I find you, okay.
Go for it.
Okay, let's make it this, okay? You, just came back from work.
Yeah.
And then you found your lady between the sheets with another man.
I'm running away from that.
Yeah.
You're running away from it?
Yeah, but okay, let's do it. That's the scenario. You find your lady, I'm your lady, in this scene, in between the sheets with another man. Action!
Cool, I'm gonna do this in Vernac.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna call you Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy.
What do you mean, Wetsalang? Ke chomi ya ka?
Chomi ya hao?
Yeah.
So re ba le chomi tsa hao wena.
No, o kgathetse.
O re ba le chomi tsa bompetong wa ka?
Yo, hayi ke.
Askis wena papa kwena ma?
Ke Peggy.
Peggy.
Yeah.
So when I can to the ntsena ke tsamile ke mo sebetseng o sa lo ke chomi tsa bo Peggy ka montlong.
You know, if you were a right man, providing for me in a right way, you are lacking competong, you are lacking financially, and this is what you get. Deal with it. Peggy, let's go.
Yeah, I'm getting it out of here, man.
Wow.
That was crazy.
You know what? When he did the eyes with the glasses, like, it's about to go down.
Bro, that was crazy.
Nah, you very talented. I don't want to lie to you.
Right on the spot.
Yo, am I the only one who felt that energy?
Damn.
Bro,
no,
what?
you should have seen like the glasses. What he did with the glasses.
Yo.
But now you're a disrespectful partner. I would shoot you. I didn't say that.
Thank you very much for being here, man. This was amazing.
I had so much fun. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much.
You guys are doing a beautiful job. I must